Okay, Ross Benjamin, let's move into the NFL. We are talking the Titans at the Colts. Now, this one was a fun one. The Colts was a fun one for me last week because of what I call the law of Ross Benjamin. And that's whenever you have a dog at a +5.5, you take the dog. Now, this worked Cardinals versus Raiders. This worked Colts versus, can't think of who they played, Chiefs, and it worked with the Dolphins versus the Bills. So is this Colts team in row for a letdown spot is what I'd like to say, I guess. We've got Colts -3. The total on this one disappeared. It's 42.5. Hey guys, don't forget about our official sponsor, Caesars Sportsbook. For all new accounts, they're giving you up to $1,250 in a risk-free first bet. And win or lose, you get 1,000 reward credits and 1,000 tier credits added onto your account. All you've got to do is download the Caesars Sports Betting app and use the promo code WOODFUL. Or you can check out the description of this video and click on the link. Before we get going, though, let's remind everybody about that deal. 2 cappers for 7 days is 50% off. Pick your 2 favorite cappers on the site. Get 50% off. It's only $115 when you use this link, picksandparlays.net/double. Ross, what are we thinking about the Titans and the Colts?
Just a minor correction, Ellie. The 5 and 5.5, I don't always play that no-brainer. You know what I mean? But you look for reasons to use the dog in that situation. So I can clarify. I know you know that, but just so the viewers know that. Anyway, these teams are off to disappointing 1 and 2 starts, both of them. These 2 teams were heavily favored to contend for an AFC South title at the end of the year. They very well may be, but right now it doesn't look like it. It looks like Jacksonville might be the team to beat the AFC South. Wow, between UNLV and Jacksonville, where are we going in the football world?
I was going to say the same thing.
Anyway, also a battle of 2-star running backs, Derrick Henry from Tennessee and Jonathan Taylor of Indianapolis. I think it all comes down to, to answer your question about the letdown, I think that would be more prevalent if Indianapolis was 2-1 or 3-0 at this point. But they can't afford a letdown at 1-2 and bury themselves at a 1-3 record. Not to say they can't overcome that, but it's least likely to happen. All right. And whoever has the better running game in this contest will come out on top, in my opinion. Tennessee right now, they're only averaging 94 yards per game rushing and only 3.5 yards per rush. And that's with Derrick Henry in the backfield. Indianapolis defensively has been terrific against the run in their first 3 games, allowing just 77 yards per game and also a mere 2.6 yards per rush. Indianapolis offensively, they're averaging a little over 100 yards a game rushing, not up to their standards. In Tennessee, their rush defense has been horrible over their first 3 games, allowing 145 yards per game and an even more alarming 5.8 yards per rushing attempt. I like Indianapolis' chances of succeeding with their running game much more than I do Tennessee. I like Matt Ryan much more than Ryan Tannehill. I like Indianapolis's wide receivers much more than Tennessee's wide receivers. You guessed it. I like Indianapolis -3 here over the Tennessee Titans.
All right. Feels like kind of an under spot for me, too, with all this run game, ground and pound business, Indy rush defense, all these things. Feels like an under if I had to lean some type of way.
Yeah, it's come down a little bit, too, Ellie. If you look at the total, I believe it came down like 2 points, if I'm not mistaken, from the opener.
I got 44.5 to a 43 is what I'm looking at right now. So, yep, there you have it. All right, Ross, thank you so much for your time. People, find Ross's premium plays over at picksandparlays.net. Use that promo code NFL to save you 20% off. And don't forget to like and subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and check out the Power Hour every Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Eastern.